Jim Fisherman here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make my version of the Smitty sled. This sled is lightweight, it's very sturdy, the skis come off so you can store it for the winter or put it in a compact car. And let me show you another feature that's really cool about it. The sled is easily removed so you're not dragging your skis across the concrete in the parking lot. Let me show you the PVC parts you're going to need to build this. You're going to need 12 feet of 1¼ PVC pipe. You're going to need 4 of all these fittings, and they're all 1¼ slip T, slip elbow, slip by female threaded coupler, and this end cap. And you want to make sure it's flat because it sits on top of your ski like that. These are optional, but if you want to be able to take the skis off to store it or to put it in a compact car, I highly recommend you get them. They're 3-inch C and D clips. It allows you to take the skis off. Last, you're going to need a set of skis, obviously. Don't spend a lot of money on these. I bought these at a thrift store for about 12 bucks. Just make sure the bottoms are good. That's important. Make sure you buy skis with bindings on them. I already took the bindings off these skis, but you're going to need the screws that go with it. These are binding screws. To start, you're going to need to cut 2 29⅕-inch lengths of pipe. Now cut 2 18-inch lengths of pipe. At the end of the video, I'll show you a list of all the lengths and parts you're going to need. Now cut 4 3-inch pieces of pipe. Last, you're going to want to cut your risers. I made mine 7¼ inches tall. If you want your sled higher off the snow, make them longer. I don't recommend you make them too long though. Now let's get this put together. Start with an 18-inch piece of pipe. Put on an elbow, a 3-inch piece of pipe, a T, a 29⅕-inch pipe, another T, a 3-inch piece of pipe, and an elbow. And then you're just going to continue around in the same order. It's together. Now we're going to add the risers. I'm not going to cement this together yet. Make sure the sled fits in it good. Now let's see how the sled fits. Fits like a glove. What you don't want it to do is slip up and down. You don't want this to slide out going down a steep hill. Now you want to find the center of your ski. Because this ski is wider up here and then tapers down in the middle and then widens out again, you're going to want to measure it in 4 or 5 spots across and then split the difference and mark it. This measurement up here is 3¼ inches. So what you want to do is mark it at 1 5/8 inches. Then you want to move down a little ways. This is 3 inches, so you mark it at 1½ inches. And keep going down. You don't have to go all the way to the bottom of the ski. Now connect the marks. Take a yardstick or a level. Line up the marks. And connect them. I'm going to go back over it later with something a little more permanent so I can see the lines. Then do the same thing to the other ski and we'll get this put together. I would cement it in this order. First, remove the front and the back sections. Remove one of the elbows. Put your cement on. Hold it down for like 10 seconds. Then remove the other elbow. Cement it. Put it on there and push it down flat on your hard surface. By cementing it in this order, it'll ensure that your risers run straight. Start by putting cement on both your 3-inch pieces of pipe. Insert them into the T, push it against your body, and at the same time, just put pressure on your T's to make sure it's level. Now cement the middle sections and you know it'll run straight. Next, we'll get it attached to the skis. Now cement all 4 risers. Because I've already built this Smitty sled, I didn't actually cement anything. Next, you want to take your coupler and your plug, screw them together. You don't have to screw them in real tight now. And you're going to do this to all 4 of these and put them on the risers. If you want to be able to remove the skis, do not cement the coupler on. Now, you want to get it lined out on your skis how you like it. I kind of centered it. Then, with one ski, you want to mark it and then measure from the back and then go over to the other ski and mark it the same distance. Once you got your skis evened out and everything centered, you want to trace around your couplers. You want to do that to all 4 of them. It'll look like this. These binding screws taper. The widest point is 7/32. That's what you want to drill your plug with. Now let's get the plugs attached to your skis using your binding screws. I went ahead and marked it with a couple dots on the inside so I know where to drill the holes. Now that you got your holes drilled, let's get it attached to the ski. You want to line it up with the marks that you put on your ski. Then you want to drop down 3 sizes of drill bit to 11/64 and drill your holes. Don't go through the ski. Now put both your screws in your plug. Should look like this. Put a drop of glue in each of the holes that you drilled in your ski and attach the plug. Now do the same with the other 3 end caps. You want to really tighten these to the skis. Then you take your coupler, threaded end, thread it on each one of these, and then tighten it down as tight as you can get it. You might need to use a pair of channel locks or a large wrench to do that. Now for the moment of truth. We have a Smitty sled. Now, drill holes through the coupler right here and attach your C or D clips. Here's the finished product. Since I did not cement this together, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. I put a coat of paint on it. That, of course, is optional. Also, one more thing you want to do. You want to drill holes in the tips of your skis so you can run your rope through it. I made this upper rack for my sled a couple years ago. It just allows me to carry so much more stuff, and it's got tie-down points to really secure things. It also has rod holders. If anybody's interested in what it takes to build this, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, Jim Fisherman. Take a screenshot of this if you're interested in building this sled.